Okay, guys, this is the last video for the Excel test prep. So just to go over the last if statement that I did that's combined with the VLOOKUP to explain what I did. So essentially what we're doing is in cell F9, we want to find out what the hourly rate is based on what type of car we are renting. So the if statement is if BH equals H. So this is BH here, this cell here. If it's H, I'm going to look up what is in B5 right here, my car code, and I will compare that car code with whatever hourly cost I have. So once again, I'm looking up BH equals H in B4, sorry, B4 equals H in B4 here. And in the table that I'm looking up, I'm comparing column 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm comparing column 4. In other words, let's have a look at what we have here. So we're going to rent by the hour a Porsche. The car code is G, that's the Porsche. And the hourly rate, according to this, is an hour. So let's have a look here. Porsche, the hourly rate is an hour, which is great. That works, okay? So I could write the formula in here, G9 and H9, all right? It is essentially the same formula. So I am going to copy that formula, okay? I'm going to copy that formula. Don't forget, put my cursor at the end of my formula, then hit enter, and then I go into G9, and then I paste that formula in there, okay? Now, what I want is, for the daily, I don't want a daily, in other words, I want D, okay? So if B4 equals D, then I'm going to look up the amount for B4, and that amount for the daily rate will not be in the fourth column, but it will be in column 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be in column 5. So I'm just going to change that there. And I think that is good for that. Yep. So notice there's nothing in there because in B4 I have an H. So I'm going to switch it to a D, the daily rate. And voila, I get the daily rate for a Porsche, which is 88. Let me just double check to see if that is right. Daily rate for a Porsche is 88. Cool. So far so good. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to cut and paste. Okay. So I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste that. Oops, sorry, don't want to do that. Forgot to do that. So yeah, I've copied that. As I copy it, I put my cursor at the end of my formula, hit enter to get out of there. And now I'm going to paste that formula in there. And once again, it's not the daily or the hourly rate, but this time I'm looking for the weekly, and that will be a W. Sorry. Okay, so the W. And I won't find that amount in column 5. I will find it in column 6 here, the cost per week. Okay, so let me just change that to 6. Once again, hit enter, and great. So I've still got the daily rate. So if I change that daily rate to the weekly rate, I should get an amount there. So the weekly rate for a Porsche is $484. Let's see. Porsche 484. Great. Okay, so that all works. Now, there's probably one last thing to do, which is enter a formula in B11 to calculate the total cost of hiring this car. Okay, so B11. Go back to B11. 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 So the total cost of hiring a car is, I got to put a number in there, okay? So let's imagine that I'm going to hire a Porsche for 5 weeks. So W stands for the weekly rental. G stands for Porsche. 5 is the amount of weeks that I'm going to rent it. Okay, so I want to multiply this cell times this cell. Okay, which is a very simple formula, equals B7 times, oops, use a little star for times H9, hit enter, and that's my number. Okay, and the last thing they asked me to do, I believe, in this is to format these cells for the proper currency. Okay, which is once again is its currency, and it is not euros, but it is American dollars. So I'm going to quickly just find dollars. Let's go all the way back up. Thank you. Let's go down. That's fine. That's great. I'm just doing this quickly because I don't want to run out of time. But yeah, you guys know how to format cells for dollars. I would do that as well. Format that for American dollars as well as that cell and that cell. And the rest of the test instructions is just putting in some values to test if this works. And it does work. We've put everything in there correctly. And that is it, guys. All right, we'll see you in class.